I had two CDs. One was Hard Electro House, and the other was Leo Bushwhack and Nightworks. And so we went on, and it was my friend and I, and he didn't bring anything. He thought like he could just sort of piggyback off my records, which were two CDs, one a compilation and one an album. It's a tricky one to mix, and it sort of doesn't really fit in anywhere, but it's just so good that I just have to play it and sort of go, right guys, you have to hear this. It's just so good. When that bass hits, oh my God. It's like a deep sort of, lovely rubbery sub bass, and it gets me going every time. So good.
Welcome to Q Drops, my DJ story. I'm Cabbage, and today we're joined by Oscillate. A London-based DJ with over 20 years behind the decks, he blends the soul of bonobo with the pulse of Fortet, spinning everything from vinyl to CDJs with surgical precision. He's lit up iconic venues like The Box, The Ned, Loft Studios, The Vaults, and even Gordon Ramsay's New Year's Eve party. He shared the stage with George Fitzgerald, Jungle, Hot Chip, Norman J and more, and his international flair hit new heights with sets for the Yacht Week in Croatia for 2 years. It's great to have you with us. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Starting from the top, what's one of the first records you bought when you started DJing?
So this is quite a funny one because I've been listening to this recently through Spotify, and I sort of came across it and I was like, brilliant, I love this song, it's really good. And then I was thinking back when you asked me, what was the first record I bought, and I was like, do you know what, I really bought some bad records. But what was the first proper one I bought? And it was from an old HMV sort of dance section. And it was the Head Candy collections.
Right.
And they had those on vinyl. Yeah. And this was about 2002. And I was listening through and I was like, yeah, I remember these tracks. Then this came up, this Nick Holder Summer Days track was on that vinyl that I bought. And I was like, oh my God, this whole time I've been reminiscing accidentally. Just going,
wow.
Oh, I love this track.
Yeah, so you were like, bang, answer that question.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a wicked track. Let's hear a bit of this. And did you ever go to the Head Candy nights?
Never went to one. I think there was one in Clapham, wasn't there? There was a Head Candy bar.
There
I live around the corner from it. Yeah. I never ventured into it once.
Yeah, there was a Head Candy bar. That was a strange place. I actually did go there once, not knowing it was a Head Candy bar, and I don't think it really claimed ownership of that name very well. But they used to do a night at SW1 in Victoria.
Oh yeah.
And I went to, it was actually wicked, yeah.
Yeah, they had some really good collections. I had about 5 of their vinyl, and they were really, really good collections.
Right.
I actually sort of got carried away listening to all of them.
And this is from the Beach
This
album,
is the Beach House 2002 album. Yeah.
Yeah. And so you mentioned that you bought some bad tracks. Can you tell us what any of those are?
Oh my God. What was the football song? There was a football, Sergio Mendes. That was it. That was a bad record.
Did you play it out?
I did once. I did.
How did that go down?
It went well, actually, because I did a residency at the Jam Tree in Fulham Road, New Kings Road. And I thought I'd bring my turntable with me because I had this controller, and I was like, I could plug in my crappy Newmark turntable. And I was like, right, I can finally play my Sergio Mendes football song. And I was like, people are just not going to like this, but people really liked it.
Right, it went down well.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So the next question is, what's a track that reminds you of your first DJ gig? Don't say Sergio Mendes.
It's not. It was actually picking between 2 for him, but I think this one was better for me. And it was funnier because it was my friend's birthday at the Underworld in Camden. And he'd hired these guys who are hip-hop DJs. And they were fantastic. And I thought it'd be a really good idea, in my naivety, to have a big spliff before I went on. And I had 2 CDs. One was Hard Electro House, and the other was Leo Bushwhack and Nightworks. And so we went on, and my friend, it was my friend and I, and he didn't bring anything. He thought he could just sort of piggyback off my records, which were 2 CDs, one a compilation and one an album.
That was it. That was the extent of your...
That was it. That's all I had. I was like, I don't need to prepare. I could just mix these tracks. It'll be fine. It last ages. And I think the best one that went down was this, and it's one of my all-time favourite tracks, All Night Long by Leo and Bushwhacker.
Let's hear a bit of this one. So how did the crowd react to you coming on playing this and hard electro house after hip hop?
Well, the fact is I couldn't mix either. So and I couldn't work those old CD decks, where they're sort of like facing you.
Right.
So I'm there sort of turning things going, how does this work? I've managed to put the CD in.
Plus you were stoned.
Plus I was stoned.
So you actually didn't mind too much. Probably.
No, it was, I was laughing away, so it was fine.
And it's funny that the other album that you had was a hard electro, because this track gets quite a dirty electro sound towards the end before it goes into a jazzy vibe.
Yes, it's wicked. That sort of bouncy bass at the end.
Yeah, exactly. So what is a track that reminds you of a memorable gig?
Okay, so this was played quite a lot for quite a lot of gigs because it's so good. But for the biggest turnout I think I've had is the Loft Studios. This track was played every time I did any sort of gig that was a big sort of stage event. And this was a Halloween party I'd been doing for 3 years. And it was Norman J. And then I'd sort of continue on from Norman J.
Right.
And he'd always sort of surprise me with his Halloween masks. And his wife used to make him. So he'd sort of come up behind me, tap me on the shoulder and go, "Wah!" And I go, "Oh, that looks good. That looks Norman. Yeah, that's great. It's a good one." And and then he used to sort of play a lot hard music to sort of get everyone, really sort of going for it after Norman, who also got everyone really going. But this track in particular, every time, just made everyone go completely nuts. And that's when I'd sort of say to my sister Sophie, "Get out the camera, get pictures. They've got their hands up now."
Oh, wicked!
This is it. I've got them.
So what's this called?
So this is Amtrac with Those Days.
Brilliant. I mean, it's Stevie Wonder, what's not to love? Do you know what I mean?
So
Wicked.
It's, the build-up for those lyrics.
Yeah.
You can put that over any sort of drum beat, any sort of trailing song, and then it just builds and builds and builds, and it gets everyone going every time. It's so good.
Have you seen the Honey Dijon gig that she did for the Boiler Room at Sugar Mountain?
No.
So she starts with the a cappella of I Wish by Stevie Wonder, which is from one of my favourite albums of all time, Songs in the Key of Life. And that is basically the vocals that Amtrac have dropped into Those Days. It's that track. But it's so good. Just a cappella. And it's Stevie, and then it goes into the drop. It's brilliant.
Oh, fantastic.
What got you into DJing? What was there a catalyst where you went, actually, I want to do that? Was it hanging out with mates or?
Too many DJs. They used to mix things so well. And I don't know if you remember that Roixop.
Yeah, I do.
And the Dolly Parton remix.
Yeah.
That sort of blew my mind. As soon as I heard that, when he went from Roixop to that was like one of the most impressive mixes. And just hearing people sort of get really creative and sort of make, have fun with music and sort of, subvert expectations and sort of make everything sort of what you don't expect it to be is really what got me into it.
Right.
But then I bought a cheap sort of package of a Newmark belt drive turntable kit, and it was terrible, but it was so basic and it sounded awful. But I just got vinyl after vinyl. Sort of went on from there. I sold my vinyl for more advanced controllers and sort of built it up.
Oh, is that right? So you traded your vinyl in?
Yeah, because it just kept getting more and more scratched and broken, and all the cases.
Did you ever play vinyl out?
I did. Yeah, that's what I used to play.
Right.
But apart from the Electro House CD.
Yeah, of course. At the Underworld.
Yeah, that's it. It was a lot harder as well because vinyl is generally more tricky to mix. But I tried to do it as much as possible. But
I guess there's also there's a discipline, right? You can only take X number of tracks out with you.
Yeah, it depends how strong your back is, really. I don't know why they didn't make some sort of DJ trolley.
Giles Peterson did a night at the Mildmay Working Men's Club at Christmas with Galliano reformed to perform, and they were amazing.
Oh, wow.
And then he DJ'd afterwards, and he brought his vinyl in on this sort of trolley thing, almost like a suitcase trolley, but it was like a vinyl-sized case, but with a massive long handle. Well, that's a pretty good idea.
Well, there you go. That's what it should be.
To get one of those for a massive USB stick.
Yeah, exactly.
So moving on, what's a track that you will always play out if you get the chance, apart from those days at Loft Studios?
Well, apart from that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if I'm saying this right. So Mourinho by Digital Africa. It's a tricky one to mix, and it sort of doesn't really fit in anywhere, but it's just so good that I just have to play it and sort of go, right, guys, you have to hear this. It's just so good. When that bass hits, oh my God. It's like a deep sort of, lovely rubbery sub bass, and it gets me going every time. It's so good.
Great. Let's hear some of that. Where in your set would you put that? Would you place that?
I feel like that would be the transition point from going from nice, relaxed, instrumental music and sort of chilled tempos lower than 115, and then building up and going, okay, we're going to go to 120 now, and sort of build it up. That's sort of like the activation track. It goes, right, okay, ready, it's coming in now.
And does it always get a good reaction?
It doesn't. It should.
Apart from in the booth.
It really should. Yeah, I'm there, just go for it. But annoyingly, people haven't really come to terms with how good it is.
Right. But you're persistent.
I'm very persistent. I believe people will eventually love that track. It's a banger.
Yeah, I mean, Benji, our sound engineer, he absolutely loved it. So you definitely, when you're doing the gig next, we'll let him know and he can be there championing it for you.
Fantastic. Yes.
So what's one track that reminds you of a gig that didn't go as planned?
See, I was thinking about this and I didn't know if you meant sort of didn't go as planned in a good way or a terrible way.
Either or, it's your interpretation, it's your story.
Okay, well I had two, but...
Well, maybe I see. No, we've only got one track, so... Yeah. Unless it's the same...
It's not.
Same gig.
One's great.
It went really well and then it went really terrible.
So it was Yacht Week, and it was the second year, and
in Croatia.
It was, yeah, and I'd sort of been hanging out with all the staff. We'd been having a really good time, and because when you stay at Yacht Week, you're there for 2 weeks or 3 weeks at a time, and then you're doing the nightclubs in Split, and then you sort of travel over to Hvar, And then, you just sort of going to and from. But at the time, I was staying in a flat with my friend. So we were just sort of, hanging out. But anyway, we went to this place with all the staff. And they were like, come on, Jim, you need to get really drunk this time. And I was like, please, guys, I need to sort of,
Was this before your set?
Yeah, before the set. This is before a big nightclub in Split called Vanilla. And it was like a pool party / sort of nightclub. Really big, really, really cool place. But they were like, come on, Jim, have a shot. And I was like, okay, just the one shot. 4 shots later, I arrived at the venue and I was like, oh my God, I'm way too drunk for this. So the other DJ comes off and I go on. But I'm like,
just so we like how many people were there? How big was the gig?
I think it's got a capacity of sort of 1,500. It's quite big. But it's actually, I got up on the decks and I was actually feeling okay. And I was like, do you know what? I'm feeling all right. This is pretty good. So I was playing my usual set and people were really enjoying it. And then all of a sudden it started sort of skipping on this track, on the Tribe. And I was like, what's going on? Why is it doing that? This is really odd. And then I realized that my USB was like glowing red. It was overheating. It was a metal, like rubbish USB. And it was glowing red. It was so hot. So I was like, oh no. I didn't bring my other USB because I got drunk.
No.
So I managed to sort of just like keep pushing the deck and sort of, the jog wheel and trying to sort of get it out of the skip. But it kept doing it with every song. And then I couldn't mix. And all the organisers, they're like, this guy can't handle his drink. Like, no, it's not me. It's my glowing red
so they'd been with you saying have a drink?
Yeah.
All right.
But they assumed I just got so drunk, I just pressed like,
Right.
CD mode on the the thing. But it was just the USB completely breaking.
Oh my God.
But then when the tracks did work, I was trying to mix. I was like, okay, everything's back to normal now. And then the jog wheels would just sort of fall off because they were so broken. So I was like, oh my God, this is so disastrous. So they were sort of like rattling around and I'm there trying to sort of, spin plates, but spin jog wheels. And
do you think, so you obviously hadn't played there before, so you hadn't seen the,
I had
the kit.
The year before, yeah.
But not on this trip. So you hadn't seen the state of the kit.
Oh no, I had the week before.
Oh, okay.
And
that had gone well?
Yeah, it gone really well. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. I have videos to prove it.
Right.
It actually went okay.
So do you think having 4 shots impacted how you dealt with that situation? Or
I think the 4 shots made me not bring my other USB, which is like a critical error. Yeah. You have to bring another USB as a backup.
Yeah.
And a plastic one at that. Never a metal one ever again.
Especially in a really hot
place, yeah.
Climate.
Exactly.
So what's this track? And let's hear a bit of it.
So this is The Tribe, and it's by Elliot Fitch.
It's a great track, and it also builds, and there's like so much going on in there. Do you know what I mean? Like,
it's really good. It's a good sort of tribal, sort of housey song. It's really good.
Right, so now we're moving to what's a track that reminds you of a favourite DJ you've seen live?
So again, I had more than one track.
Of course, yeah.
But for me, it had to be Floating Points, and I saw him in. Again, Croatia, but this is a separate thing. And it was Floating Points and Bonobo and Roots Maneuver and all these amazing artists. But when I was sitting on the beach, I was sort of drinking rum, and I was waiting for Floating Points to come on because he was fairly unknown at the time. But I was really excited because of his track Vacuum Boogie.
Were you at a festival or?
Oh, sorry, yeah. Just to clarify, I was at a festival, yeah. And it was Soundwave.
You weren't working again.
There I was at the decks.
Rum in hands.
Rum, yeah. And I was just waiting for him to come on. And I met these 2 girls and we were just drinking rum on the beach. And then he played Vacuum Boogie. But I was like, oh my God, I've been waiting for this song. But then I was like, you know, I'll wait. We're having such a nice time on this beach, I can wait. And then I went up to the stage, and then he started playing my other favourite song of his, K&G Beat. And then I just, oh my God, it was just an ethereal experience. It was just unbelievable. The sort of, you know, beautiful trees everywhere. When, you know, those trees they have in Croatia, those sort of, and yeah, it was just beautiful. Really good people, lovely place, great sound system. It was just top notch. And the fact that sort of he was so new as well. It was really exciting new music that he hadn't really heard before. Sort of like the two-step beat and the sort of the building of everything.
Yeah,
his building of stuff.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. And
use of synths is just incredible.
Did everybody react in the same way to you? Did everyone? No. You were a loner again.
I was there just loving it because not many people knew who he was. And I was like, yes, this is such a great track. And I've been listening to it on repeat and having house parties playing it, and people are like, what the hell is this? And I'm like, this is Floating Points. It's wicked.
And what about the girls you were with? Did they enjoy it? Or
They remained on the beach. And I just left them to it. And then I met Bonobo at the bar.
It was just you and Floating Points near the stage.
Yeah. But I met Bonobo at the bar. And,
wow.
And
amazing.
Every time I've met him, he's been trying to talk to girls, but I've sort of interjected, and he's gotten really annoyed because he's just about to seal the door and be like, "Hey, you know, let's go away somewhere, have a drink." And I go, "Hey, it's me again." And then he got to know me because I did it so many times. He was like, "Not you again,
please, Jim, stay away,
please."
I'll let you know.
Yeah.
So, right, let's hear a bit of this. This is what K&G Beat by Floating Points.
So good.
I can imagine in the right environment as well.
Yeah, you just get lost in it. It's so good.
It takes you away. There's loads of layers again in that one as well.
Yeah.
And the last question is my favourite. What's a track you'd love to play out but haven't yet found the right setting?
So I think with most Kiasmos music, it's a tricky one to play out.
Right.
For sort of normal crowds that aren't expecting it.
Even your crowds.
Even my crowds. But this one in particular I love because it feels, you know, it's so well produced, and it's sort of Bonobo's combined his new sort of dancey instrumental way of remixing tracks with Kiasmos's really sort of beautiful, very sort of synth driven landscapes, and it's just the combo together is just amazing. It's one of my favorite tracks of both of those, but playing it out is just so tricky. It just doesn't fit. It doesn't get anyone going. It's too dancey for being chill, for like a chilled environment. And it's a tough one, but I want to play it.
Let's hear some of this then. Not even really a chill out vibe.
No, but that's the sort of music I love. It's sort of when it's right in the middle of that.
Yeah, I can hear that's a tricky one to find.
It's also
place for it.
His mixing, or not Bonobo's in particular, but when he remixes stuff, the sort of high end is kind of lacking. So it hasn't got that sort of tech house punch that you get with some other tracks, and you don't have that sort of hi hat coming through. It's like a little shaker.
Yeah.
So that's really tricky to sort of blend it in from that. And actually, I saw Berlioz, and I noticed he was having a bit of trouble as well because he has this beautiful jazz house.
Yeah.
And these very soft house drums in the back of his tracks. But trying to mix it in was very tricky for him.
Right.
Because a lot of tracks do have really prominent drums.
Yeah.
But for his like really nice soft house, it just
Did he manage?
just about. But I think he might have had trouble trying to find tracks that were sort of good to go with his music. But yeah.
So I'm fascinated now to hear your mix, to see how you've mixed this in with the rest of your tracks.
It was very tricky. There was a lot of conflicting tempos, but
yeah. But I'm more intrigued to see to hear how you've mixed that one in, given that you're already aware that it's a tricky one to mix in.
Yep, it's actually that didn't work too bad. It was the tribe for me that was tricky because it's so up tempo and All Night Long is really fast, and so trying to get those together was quite tricky. But
great, we're going to listen to that next. So thank you so much for coming in.
No, my pleasure.
It's been
Thank you.
great talking to you.
Yeah,
and we'll listen to the mix.
Okay, fantastic.
So that's the mix from Oscillate. Thank you so much for listening, and thanks to Oscillate for coming in and sharing the tracks and stories that make up their DJ journey so far. Please join us again next week for another episode of Q Drops, My DJ Story. This has been a Cabbage and Bubble co-production.